Welcome back to Bbn Gameday. Let's finally talk about game day. And it's one of the few matchups even going on in the SEC today. That's Kentucky and Vanderbilt, of course. Several conference games have been postponed due to issues with COVID-19. Even though Kentucky and Vandy is happening, that does not mean these programs are in ideal shape with the virus. Vandy's had COVID issues throughout the season. And on Monday, Mark Stoops told us he was down 3 offensive staff members this week.
Makeup games from around the league are tentatively scheduled for December 12th. That sounds even weird to even say. December 19th.
Yeah, everyone's going to be watching those games and not the SEC championship for sure. COVID protocols weren't the only big question looming over Mark Stoops' Cats this week. They're still in the midst of a quarterback battle, you might say. Joey Gatewood started the Cats against Georgia a couple weeks ago. That came after Terry Wilson missed practice time for a wrist injury. Coming off the bye week, Stoops says Terry is healthy, but all 3 QBs, that includes Bo Allen, have gotten reps. Christy, we do expect Terry to start, but Stoops would love to see a big lead so he can get both Joey and Bo in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see on that depth chart. They're both listed right now as an or. So it's Terry Wilson or Joey Gatewood. So we'll just have to wait and see what Mark Stoops decides to do. Whoever starts today will have a real opportunity to succeed against a Vandy offense. They're just not very good. They've had 2 more starters opt out for the rest of the season. They're allowing over 400 yards of offense a game to opposing offenses. Now, the Cats obviously are going to have to fix their offensive woes this week, but I think that this is a game that could really get them absolutely going in the right direction.
Yeah, but if Vandy hadn't turned the ball over 5 times against Mississippi State, they actually looked pretty decent. So Kentucky is going to have to get that passing game going on. Now let's get a look at the game day forecast from LEX 18 Chief Meteorologist Bill Mack.
Well, we are indeed looking at weather for this weekend that, well, it's not perfect football weather, but I think for the most part we're going to get this game in okay. And maybe it's a good thing, even though there's hardly any SEC games, that we're not moving it to one of the later time slots. Probably because we're playing Vandy, but that goes without saying. Anyway, as we start at 10 o'clock, we do have some clouds around, and as we work our way through the middle of the morning into the afternoon, you'll see the clouds are thickening. There could be a few passing showers. Can't rule them out. Most of the game, though, does look to remain dry, and as we continue into the latter part of the day, we'll see that rain on the increase. So specifically, your game day forecast goes like this. At kickoff, you are talking about temperatures. They're going to be not too shabby. At noontime, we're going to be right around that 50-degree mark under a mostly cloudy sky. Can't rule out a stray shower either at halftime or by the end of the game, as temperatures do rise into the middle and upper 50s. And I leave you all alone for 2 weeks so you don't get the lucky tie. And what happens those 2 games, we don't want to talk about it. But the tie is back.
Glad you're back, my friend. Well, Kentucky Legend is showing support for Big Blue Nation fans by giving away 2 tickets to see UK take on South Carolina on December 5th at Kroger Field. You can enter for a chance to win online at KentuckyLegend.com or on the Kentucky Legend Facebook page. A special look at what it takes to be a part of Kentucky's award-winning offensive line is next.
Watch the UK Healthcare Mark Stoops Show, hosted by the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach, Mondays at 6 p.m. on UK Sports Network affiliates and on the Kentucky Football Facebook page. Call in or submit your questions on Facebook and Twitter.